You're aiming at a future potential success and you're saying, okay, I'm willing to sacrifice in the now to get there. The problem is you never arrive.
I think people who are high achievers, on average, are more miserable than the average person. So one of the most common tensions I talk about at the moment is between a desire for success and a desire to feel like we're enough. Success is a strange thing. Presumably we want success because we think a more successful life will bring us more happiness, meaning and fulfillment. Here's the problem. We sacrifice the thing we want, happiness, for the thing which is supposed to get it, success. Failure can make you miserable, but I'm not sure success will make you happy. One of the most common dynamics I see amongst high performers is this. Parents want their child to do well. Parents encourage their child to do well by praising them when they succeed and criticizing when they fail. The child learns that praise and admiration is contingent on succeeding. That lesson metastasizes through early adulthood into, I am only worthy of love and acceptance and belonging if I succeed. Now, powered by an internal feeling of insufficiency, this person is driven to achieve many things. They're prepared to outwork, outhustle, and outsuffer everyone else because they're not just running toward a life they want, they're running away from a life that they fear. Success and progress ameliorates the feelings of insufficiency. Therefore, success and progress become prioritized above everything else. Now, don't get me wrong, many high achievers genuinely love the work that they do, and many are driven by a well-balanced, simple desire to maximize their time on this planet rather than trying to fill a void inside of themselves. But if I was to place a bet, I'd guess that the majority of high performers are driven by fears of insufficiency rather than a holistic desire to be better. I think people who are high achievers, on average, are more miserable than the average person. So what does it mean that the people we most admire are the ones with the least admirable internal states? If the pursuit of success is in an effort to make us happy, and in the pursuit of success we make ourselves miserable, why not shortcut the entire process and just be happy? Is that even possible? Now, external accolades do count for a lot. I don't think that recanting all worldly possessions and retreating to a cave in the woods is an optimal strategy. Some degree of external material success is important to make us feel validated and satiate our desire for status and respect. But external success won't fill an internal void. Insufficiency adaptation is this. If your drive to succeed comes from a fear of insufficiency, and you continue to disprove those fears with success in the real world, and yet the feelings of insufficiency persists, what makes you think that the answer to this problem is more success? There's no clean answer here. The world is messy and we're hopelessly irrational. You don't need to let go of all success goals, but spend some time working out whether there's a shorter route to the life you want by removing obstacles rather than just pressing harder on the accelerator.
I love it. It sounds like you're on the pathless path now, basically what I've written about. But I think this is such a fascinating topic because it sort of describes my own journey. I went from somebody that was what I call trying to get ahead. You're aiming at a future potential success and you're saying, okay, I'm willing to sacrifice in the now to get there. The problem is you never arrive, right? And the funny thing is I didn't have the parents praising me or criticizing me for achieving or not achieving goals. I fully brought this upon myself. In college, I was just around people who had those parents, and I was like, ooh, they want all these things. I want what they want, right? Classic mimetic desire. And I did that for the next 12, 13 years until I just slowly, more reflection, realized, holy crap, this isn't me. I thought I was like 10% different than those people around me, strategy consultants, high achievers in the corporate world. I was probably 1 or 2 standard deviations, little different in terms of what are the elements of life that are going to bring me alive and connect me to who I am.
What were the biggest differences?
I think I have an unreasonable need for autonomy and freedom over my life, the things I do, the ideas I work on, and how I do it. Most people are willing to sacrifice a lot of those things in exchange for like security and a paycheck, right? I was not pricing that appropriately. I didn't get as big a benefit, and I was paying bigger cost for like what I was giving up. The problem, and the reason I stayed on my previous path so long, was that I didn't have an imagination of a different possible life. My only model of the world was work hard, get ahead, keep working for the future indefinitely. There was no like alternative path. So I think deep down, I was seeking what you wrote about this past week of basically just trying to be happier. And I didn't know how to get there, or I didn't have models. I had like role models of like people I admired who embodied that state. People like Seth Godin, later in life, creative, fully alive and engaged with the world. I had no idea how to get there though. It just, his existence was like, that's possible. That seems worth trying to figure out.